Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have any.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our... And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. Millsap. It's Porter outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Really a game to forget, all because they spent most of it hacking away.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Inside. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Millsap dishes to Porter. Ring shot on the way. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Siakam finds Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around. Murray outside. Jokic against Ibaka. Back to Murray. Millsap at the elbow. 6 to shoot. And yes, it's good.
And the defense has to play up on him. Millsap too good to just let him catch and fire.
Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Back to Ibaka. The pass to VanVleet. And there's the feed to Ibaka. And Anunoby now top of the key. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Here's Ibaka. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Murray with it. Lowry picks him up. There's Porter with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. One-on-one here. Here's Siakam. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
With the putback, Siakam on the foul.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And Jokic slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 8 points for Michael Porter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lowry from outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Millsap with the steal. Porter picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Wande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Back to Lowry. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, Powell with it. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Grant is out there at Bowl. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto. He's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent. There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Second chance shot. Shot clock at 6. And here's Morris for 3. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most.
Wow! Young fella. Oh, my. He's rising up and bringing the wood on that one. Could be just what they need to pick up their energy.
Well, Greg, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Boucher passes to Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boucher's got his second basket of the night.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Boucher, takes the 13-footer, and Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 10. Passes it to Plumlee, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Daniels, he's checked in for Denver. Stolen by Grant. Daniels kicks to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And it's Davis missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
To end the run, gets the three-pointer to fall. Davis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nuggets leading by 13. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Puts it up. Morris, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Grant, gets himself open and drills it. Grant's got 10 points.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Boucher. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. And Jokic slams it in.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Lowry fires away from outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Daniels kicks to Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. Siakam outside. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the pass to Boucher. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Murray. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Boucher. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Boucher's got 9. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, what did you see from them? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Millsap inside, covered by Siakam. And that one's good, Millsap.
All Millsap gives you very solid play on both ends, and he knocked down that short jumper.
From deep 3-point range, but they recover it. Siakam, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Craig kicks to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Murray. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3. Denver grabs the miss. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play challenge. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Anunoby. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Lowry. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Murray up on top. Here's Dozier. 3-pointer. Siakam pulls it in.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
The shot that time, not on target. Millsap passes to Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Millsap's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets leading by 14. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Outside Millsap. Back to Jokic, all alone. And again, it's Denver.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Murray. Then for the Raptors, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. And it's Troy Daniels in for Porter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. And the shot goes in.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And then for Toronto, Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Grant. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Davis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Plumlee, no luck. Gasol passes to Hollis Jefferson. Tries again, and Gasol lays it in. Gasol's got his first points in this one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Daniels in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Davis finds Van Vliet. There's Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Nuggets leading by 13. Millsap left side. Craig. And it's off from three-point range. Takes the 3. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Daniels. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And the Nuggets lead by 15. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Millsap. 17 points for Jokic.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Porter's checked in for Daniels, and Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
With a hand in his face, Ibaka able to maintain concentration and deliver the goods.
Murray kicks to Craig. Back to Murray. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And there's the pass to Davis. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 14. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The shot. Millsap misses. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Here's Siakam. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Craig kicks to Millsap. Swiped it away. And here's the fast break. Here's Ibaka. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lowry. Murray, the pass to Craig. Over to the left wing. From past the arc, and it's Jamal Murray with the 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Back to Lowry for 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Murray outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Craig from deep, off target. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
need to edit. Yeah, I see face, look at it. Hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive. Let's kill a shot pressing. Now you say what I said. They got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with the skin.
The skyline of downtown. And deep. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Toronto. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And for the Raptors, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Here's Doncic following the score by Serge Ibaka. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Passes it to VanVleet. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
Here's Finney Smith. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Now here's Hardaway. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. And there it is for him.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Back to Ibaka. Over Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Marcus All's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Gasol with the steal. Lowry passes to Anunoby. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
Toronto with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Kleber with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
In the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
To the paint. It's stolen. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doncic with it. Lowry picks him up. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Doncic. That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got 8.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Davis. Here's Anunoby. Outside for Davis. Over right. They get the rebound. Here's Siakam. Gasol controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know that Marc Gasol is going to pursue the rebounds. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. He won't give up on a play.
Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lowry finds Gasol. Here's Davis. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Luka Doncic. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the...
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Hollis Jefferson. Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Boucher in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Boucher. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marc Gasol. Dallas leading by 4. Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Now here is Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Mavericks on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Barea's checked in for Curry, and Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Out to the right wing. From deep three-point range, Burke can't get it to go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Right from outside, the shot no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way, and at home for the next game it'll be Detroit pulling into town, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Finney-Smith passes to Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. Dallas again missing. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's the break. And they go to the intentional foul. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in. Here's Lowry. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Latrey. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. Good on the 3-point shot. Doncic has got 11.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Toronto.
Back to Lowry. Davis in the corner. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Outside, Davis. Siakam. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Toronto ahead as they...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors. And that'll do it for us. The third.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Pass to Finney Smith. Dallas again turning it over. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. And look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
You know, right now, Dallas, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Siakam inside. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Siakam's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Raptors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Curry outside. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
The 3. That one misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
But Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Here's Ibaka. A beautiful reverse layup. Ibaka's got 12.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Finney Smith kicks to Curry. Doncic passes to Curry. For the 3. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Doncic.
There's no defense for that. Sometimes Doncic just hits tough shots.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He gets it in there.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. Powell against Barea. Powell with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Gasol, and he lays it straight in. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
How about the big man running the floor? Marc Gasol in transition. Nice.
Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Over Gasol. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
One of the things you have to love, Kevin, about Hollis Jefferson is his energy. You know he's going to give you everything he's got on a night-by-night basis. Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Here's Kleba. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Raptors leading by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing, Greg. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. Toronto calls timeout.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He told them this is a game of runs, it's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
In the corner, right with it. Dallas moving it around. Marjanovic, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Right from outside. Powell pulls it in.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Gasol not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Toronto leading by 13. Here's Davis. They get it back, and the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
And the Raptors with possession. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Siakam throws it down.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And that one's good. Marjanovic. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind. James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And so they foul intentionally. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. The three-pointer, no good. Curry against Thomas. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. Over in the corner, Doncic. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments.
The city of Dallas.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 guard. And for the Mavericks, you've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Two very deep teams, great benches. Brent, talk about the mindset and the difference there between starting and coming off the bench.
You can assess, Kevin, throughout the first quarter or when it is that your time to check in the second quarter is about the rhythm of the game. What are we doing well? So when I go in, how much more can I enhance the advantage we have there? Or let's say it's a game where we're getting killed in transition. The most important thing I can do is communicate that message to the team. When we start that 4 or 5 minute stretch, let's focus on these 2 things to get ourselves back and righted for the rest of the night.
Well, that's excellent. Here's Porzingis following the basket by Jokic. On the wing, Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Jokic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Outside Curry. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Murray outside. Takes a 3. Denver the rebound.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. There's the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Porter passes to Jokic. Here's Craig, guarded by Doncic, and a wide open look for Porter. Misses the 3. The Mavericks trailing outside Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. The second effort, and they take the lead. 6 points for Porzingis.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
And the shot goes down.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here is Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Murray outside. And that one goes long. That's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now the dish to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Outside Porter. It's rebounded by Dallas. Passes it to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Porter against Hardaway. Here's Jokic. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Curry kicks to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. No good from outside.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The shot's good. 6 points for Jokic.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his
older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Kleba. Dishes it to Burke. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Burke's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Morris kicks the ball. Back to Morris. 5 to shoot. Pass the ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Burke dishes to right. Here's Marjanovic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Daniels, he's checked in for Denver, and so he makes both from the line. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Morris against Marjanovic. Plumlee with the steal. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
That is a good option. You could throw that ball just about anywhere. Even the top of the square. Jeremy Grant ripping one off.
Here's Marjanovic. He drains the quick shot. Marjanovic has got 6.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Grant. Back to Plumlee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. They get it again. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Stolen by Grant. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. Daniels with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Berea with a wide open look. Here's Furt. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Doncic. Good. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Bull with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Jokic. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
You watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots, just aren't found in that center position.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Doncic. Back to Daniels. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burks got it. Now the pass to Kleba. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
How about the touch from Porzingis, demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so it's Dallas in control with the 9th.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Double team on Millsap. Here's Craig. And the layup's good off the glass. Craig's got his first 2 points.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Down low, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Murray surveying the D. It's Jokic top of the key. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Curry outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Craig can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 9. Curry kicks to Doncic. Off target from outside. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And there's Murray on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's Curry outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Outside Hardaway. Curry finds Hardaway. Back to Curry. Porzingis with the ball. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Top of the key. Curry, good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
On the wing, Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Curry outside. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Hardaway. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket for Murray.
Well, buttery right there. Knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
To the left side wing. Outside, Porzingis to the inside. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
Right outside. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Over to the wing. Back to Barea. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Goes back up. Outside for Barea. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Feeds to Murray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Murray's got 8. Here's Finney-Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. With 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, there's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the...
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. And Burke has it in the corner. The kick out to Wright. From deep. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for Dallas. And so here is Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. Bull dishes to Millsap. Buries it from three-point range. Millsap's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. Outside Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. Curry on the wing. Marjanovic kicks to Curry. The offensive rebound. Passes to Wright. Dallas moving it around. Tries yet again. And Marjanovic with the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Daniels passes to Millsap, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for DeLon Wright. And a switcher also for Denver. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Bull. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's Curry outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Craig.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap.
No, he didn't. Why you guys shooting those, right, Kev? Don't hold the ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. Right wing. Pass to Morris. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Plumlee. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Curry, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Daniels. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 16 points for Porzingis. Bull with it. Now guarded by Porzingis.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Both good from the line that time. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Curry on the wing. A 3-ball. Plumlee with the rebound.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And we're going to see a rotation now defensively of guys going at Porzingis because nobody can stop him. You're going to go small, you're going to go big. Either way, he's winning the battle.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And Doncic, here we go. 2 points, that one goes. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
On the wing, Hardaway. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Clock at 6. Fires the three. The putback. Money!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here are the Mavericks now. From downtown. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's Grant. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it.
episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Give me your food.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't.
this from earlier on. The Nuggets getting off the team bus. And here's a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at shooting guard. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. High post shot. Murray, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Yep, it counts.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry leading the charge. And that one is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Millsap misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now Murray, following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jokic. That misses off the backboard. Here's Toronto. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Porter kicks to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Passes it to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Jokic.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Lowry. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Murray. Basket counts. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic kicks to Murray. Here's Craig. Pass to Jokic. Now Millsap. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson from deep. And no good. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Bowles. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. So with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Now here is Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Given how crafty Gasol is, it's difficult trying to stick to him, especially in these screen and roll sets.
And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he reached this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And so here's Denver. after Toronto got the three-pointer. Morris passes to Grant. Morris looking over the floor. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Hollis Jefferson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Michael Porter in for Bull. And again, no good by Toronto. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
The pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Tries it from 9, and Denver again with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists, that's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Jokic, dishes to Daniels, and stolen by Siakam.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dozier, and he jams it with authority.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no up. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Jokic just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. With 2 seconds left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we'll be right back at...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Hart.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Here's Daniels after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Millsap passes to Bull. Good D by Siakam.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top team. Look at that!
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Anunoby's got 10.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Daniels passes to Jokic. And foul on the shot. So folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch three-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. I mean, there's so many great ones in the NBA. But
yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the three-man list for sure.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, and the power and lift from Hollis Jefferson, able to finish right through contact.
The Nuggets trail. Morris into the lane. Count that one. Morris has got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
From deep. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Some changes for Toronto. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Back to Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Raptors trail by 8. Ball's knocked loose. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, Kevin, Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Dozier, defended by Gasol. The Nuggets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Grant.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Davis against Murray. Davis, the pass to Gasol. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Nuggets ahead, up 7. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here is Davis. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Pass to Craig. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Down low. Here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Gasol, cans it from short range.
Gasol understands when and where to get his.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Jokic, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Murray outside. There's the pass to Millsap. Porter in the corner. Millsap passes to Craig. 5 on the clock. For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Gasol.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Siakam misses. The Nuggets leading by 9. Jokic with it. Gasol covering. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Lowry against Murray. The kick out to Porter. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. Got a hand on it. Millsap against Siakam. And that one's good. Millsap. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Porter with it. Lowry picks him up. Count that bucket. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:33 left in the fourth. Porter looking it over. Fires from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. A lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Here's Anunoby. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his third assist on the night.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Passes it to Craig. Jokic with it. Covered by VanVleet. And Jokic gets it to go.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jokic.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
But they'll get another chance. Denver passing it around. It's Porter outside. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Porter with a block.
And, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Now here's VanVleet. No good. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke.
And just about to get underway is the starting five. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Curry from deep three-point land. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. Siakam kicks to Ibaka, trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Hardaway with it. Lowry picks him up. A finish, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
We'll talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Well, Smitty, we're coming. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
Here's Doncic. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Here's Curry, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Count it. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
And you see Serge, he's still somewhat mechanical on the drive, but it can be effective.
Curry outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Toronto calls timeout. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
And really, how scary is that? That's not even close to their peak form, and they still got the job done.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Curry, and Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Mavericks.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Now, here's Burke, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Van Vliet with it, right on him. Van Vliet can't get it to go. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. Here's Burke. Second shot opportunity to the right side. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Burke's got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Powell finds Gasol. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And for the Raptors, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Now, here's Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Here's Davis. And it's off the back rim. No good. To the middle. And Wright kicks to Kleber. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Gasol, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
Just fun. You see more fans on the street.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
J.J. Barea is out there with Wright. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kleber in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's Davis missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Right against Powell. Pass to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Raptors trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one, good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
The Mavericks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Pass to Kleba. There's the three. Gasol with the rebound. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and the lead is down inside single digits. Hollis Jefferson's got his first points of the night. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And here's Barea outside. Lets the three fly. Here's Marjanovic. Gasol with the steal. To the paint. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Barea, that's a two-pointer. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the pass to Gasol. Here's Boucher. Low block shot on the way. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Gasol. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Kleba. He's guarded by Davis. Passes it to Marjanovic. The kick out to Wright. Offensive rebound. That shot misses. Raptors trail by 10. Out to the right wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And here is Davis. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Barea. Over Davis. Powell against Wright. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass. Powell's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Barea. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Barea's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again.
And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
You know what, Ernie? I got to...
That's all for now. Say good.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from J.J. Barea.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. From deep three-point range, poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Dallas. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And when I look at Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And the good thing is that once again, there's some excitement around this team. Their fans are starting to get back on board after watching such a tough season last year.
Clearly a foul.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Curry. Rebound by the Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Siakam misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the basket by Curry.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
The 3. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Drains it from 9 feet away. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Van Vliet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Trey Burke's checked in for Dallas.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Lets it fly. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And that one, good. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
You know, we see every year 1 or 2 guys drafted toward the end of the first round contribute well for their team, but Pascal Siakam has gone well beyond that.
Dallas again missing. Raptors trail by 7. And it's Lowry penetrating. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night. Mavericks shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The pass to Anunoby. Ibaka with the ball. Siakam trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Ibaka. Ibaka comes with the double team. Doncic finds Porzingis on deep. Kleber, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Curry passes to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Siakam, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kleber, the pass to Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kicks it to Burke. Over Lowry. Passes it to Porzingis. Toronto grabs the miss. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Anunoby. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Siakam misses. The Mavericks leading. Over in the corner, Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Hardaway with the steal. Count the basket and the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And here is Siakam. Drills the baseline jumper. Siakam's got 11.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks ahead, up 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Wright is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Launches it. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Gasol kicks to Powell. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 9. Outside, Porzingis. There's the triple. Doncic. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Siakam passes to Gasol. And Lowry has it in the corner. Ibaka looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. It's picked off. Doncic with it. Pass to Kleber. From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Powell.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Pass to Doncic from outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
And he gets the bucket.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
The 19-foot shot. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Porzingis, and that one drops for him. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now the pass to Hardaway, and stolen by Siakam. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
To the wing on the left. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Here's the three. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Powell. And it's good for 2. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Doncic with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Porzingis. Safety move. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points.
Powell. Offensive rebound. Can't hit from in close. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Hardaway. From deep. Doncic, no good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. What a shot.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah, I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Mavericks, down 4 spots from them.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter, and it's Craig in at the 2. Millsap misses. Dallas with the ball. Last time they met was in Dallas. On the wing, Hardaway. Over Porter. Takes a shot at the elbow. He can't hit that time. And it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Count the basket. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
That one goes. Count it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Murray against Doncic. Craig kicks to Jokic. Here's Craig. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Curry. Nice D from Porter.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Millsap misses.
And you know, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Murray against Doncic. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Pass to Jokic. Lays it up off the glass.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Doncic feeling it out. To the left wing. Out to the wing. A 3 from Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Burke, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Barea with a wide open look. That three off the mark. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. Here's Grant. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one falls for Burke. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Millsap finds Plumlee. Millsap misses. Right outside. Here's Marjanovic. The shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Barea. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And so here is Dallas, and they'll keep possession. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kleba. Good on the 13-footer. Kleba's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Now, here's Bull. No points in the game yet for him. Lets it go from deep, and the 3-ball is good.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
Burke kicks to Barea. Kleba, the pass to Barea. From deep 3-point range, and Bull pulls it down.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Burke. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Burke, the pass to Barea. Here's Marjanovic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Marjanovic has got his second bucket. Back to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Daniels. The shot will not fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Here's Burke. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Burke, and there's the pass to Marjanovic. Can't get it to fall. The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Millsap. Picked off in midair. Burke looking over the floor. Kleba, the pass to Burke. Inside. Back to Kleba. Pass to Barea. Kicks it to Wright. Just 5 to shoot. And Bull pulls it down.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Mavericks leading by 3. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Barea. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke. Daniels kicks to Morris. To the paint. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. While we have a chance, here are the NBA's assist leaders for the second half of the season. Luka Doncic, 4th.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Down low, Porzingis with the steal. They need this one. Another shot. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Doncic. Denver able to drain the 3. And Wright kicks to Hardaway. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bull, the pass to Plumlee, and he gets it to go.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba, and it's Seth Curry in for Wright. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Porzingis, out to Hardaway. Wide open look. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Porter, and he banks in the layup. Porter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Here's Doncic. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They were a little more aggressive. And that should do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the floor for Dallas, Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward.
There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And Doris, Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Finney-Smith. Millsap covering. Curry on the wing. Doncic outside. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Finney-Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Grant, he's checked in for Denver. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Craig passes to Jokic. A second chance effort, and it's in there. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Well, Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. And the 3 off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's DeLon Wright in for Seth Curry. Murray surveying the D. Dozier passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To the inside. There's the pass to Kleber. Over Jokic. Kleber, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Craig passes to Grant. Good on the bucket. And now a 4-point Nugget lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Doncic. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Porzingis with the block. But they get it back. Pass to Craig. Here's Dozier from deep. Porzingis with the rebound.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Here's Kleba. He's covered by Grant. Kleba with the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
To the wing right side. Here's Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Doncic passes to Wright. Back to Doncic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And Doncic, here we go.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
It's all tied in Denver. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Morris, and it's Bates Diop in at center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Daniels, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Mavericks trailer. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and here is Burke. To the left side wing. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Porzingis inside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. On the wing, Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. No good from Grant. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Bates Diop, the pass to Grant. On the wing, Morris. Passes to Grant. Back to Daniels. He kicks to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his third assist on the night.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Bates Diop. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bates Diop's got his first basket.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Curry's checked in for Burke.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Kicks to Doncic. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry can't get it to go. And with Porzingis, as Morris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Kleba, covered by Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Doncic, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Porter kicks to Millsap. Morris passes to Dozier. Back to Morris. And Denver again with the bucket. Mavericks trail by 7. Curry dishes to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Dallas again turning it over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And again, Denver with the triple.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
From deep. Doncic, no good. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-7 run.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jokic.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Paige Diop, the pass to Vonleh. Fires from deep. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Barea. Jackson in the corner. Launches a 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. He gets that one. Here's Morris. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
He's feeling it. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It